It's not revelry.
It's
There's
not
no.
not revelry.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it was revelry, it'd be fun.
Reveille is
Reveille.
yeah, Reveille really, but
Mistress streams just come back on.
Excellent.
yeah.
Put that down there. Yeah, that I've never really understood. It seems a little bit weird. Well, that doesn't work either. Look, that sticks out too far. It's gone too far. Or as Americans would call it, retreat. Really? Do they genuinely do that? I didn't know that. Okay, so their outputs. That's the in I was looking for. That's the in. So it's going to come across from up there somewhere, as I look up there, which is off to that side. Booger. All right. I need to get it past these bloody pipes. Now, it's an easy one to get past the pipes because, frankly, I can just run it straight between them. I've decided I don't like that corner. That's going to have to go in the bin. That looks awful. Let's just get rid of that. It's not working for me. We'll resolve that afterwards. Yeah, if we run this to there, we could run underneath, I suppose. Yeah, we could just run straight through the floor. For this build, because it seems like a novel thing to do, I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to run it straight through the floor, and then when we come to replace this floor later and go, what the fuck has Vim done?
As we inevitably will. That's just.
Oh, it's just the
it's
way
how
things
it happens,
go around
isn't
here.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way. I've no idea why it rotated like that. I wanted to rotate slightly differently. They also interviewed Clarkson on the grid, which I thought was hilarious. He did a nice job of being interviewed. He's like, it's all good. I'm here, and I live 10 minutes away.
I've crashed again.
Really? Is it? Where were you stood?
Where I was stood.
Is it OBS that's crashed?
It's the game that's crashed.
Oh.
Before I was even logged in as well, so something's going.
That's
fuzzy.
That's playing silly buggers with it, then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just do one more belt, and then I will come out of this, and we shall resolve the issue at hand. I will. Yeah, you've just left the game.
I've just left the game.
Reboot your end.
Yeah, reboot mine. Okay, I'll save where I'm at right now.
This is what we do.
Yeah, we'll drop out.
Okay, so if anybody's in the game, I don't know if Mobile, you in?
I'm still here, yeah.
Are you in the game?
Yeah, I am. I am currently running around in circles. What gerbils do.
What's interesting is my frame rate's just jumped to 35. Now you two have left.
It's a
yeah, the more players you get in, the lower it will
the lower it goes.
Yeah.
And the irony of jumped to 35 is not lost on us.
No, I know, exactly. If I save that now, so we get that.
My mental IQ.
Can you exit stage left, Joe, just for a second, please? We're going to restart the server.
Yeah, okay. Give me 30 seconds. I am suspended over the middle of a large ocean. I'm just waiting for the system to catch up.
What's B you said now then, Mistress?
What
are you middle of ready?
No, I'm fine.
Right, I'm just going to plant myself down. I am now safe.
On any base in the world, there's just different times of raising and lowering the flag. Yeah. If you're Cortex side, Jerry, you've got to stand at attention or salute the flag, depending on headdress. Presumably not if the headdress is one of a Native American.
We'd hope not. I mean, I've got to wait for the game to save. Thank you very much. The game is just backing itself up. Oh, I've had a message from Epic Games. Do you feel competitive when you play Satisfactory?
No, a little bit bored and confused, I think, is probably the right response.
Very confused.
Yes, no, or not relevant. Not relevant.
Heck?
It's
I can't remember
generic.
what the other
Crash.
one is. There's one that comes up Satisfactory and everyone laughs at.
Well, there is Twitch now, which says that it's a mature content game.
No, that's
Like
the
that, that's true.
developers.
Was it the developers have said that?
Yeah, the developers have said it's mature. It's
Oh,
mature
God.
on Steam and Epic.
Oh, God.
Blame spiders.
Why?
No, blame the shape of the rocks.
Oh, is that all it is?
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, okay, the fart rocks. Yes. Okay.
Well,
No.
there's other
worse
phallic rocks.
There's yeah.
Yes.
There's worse rocks.
That
Yes.
was what I can't remember if it was Jace or Snook tweeted out saying to one of the replies, but
whether it's true is another matter. So if I load the game second, I'll wait for this to finish. Harry, you're not come back in again, are you? So I can go back to the other screen. Not that one. That one. Woot. There we are. Brother just says it's an interesting idea having native headdress with their dress uniform.
It would be. Not
It'd be
quite
no
as,
different to like if you had a person in the military who was Sikh and wore a turban.
Well,
If you're a native Indian, put your headdress
suppose
on. Fucking
In
sort
many
it.
respects, that's probably true.
I'm not sure how it would go when you try and put a helmet on top of it. Mind you, admittedly,
be
if
like-
you turned up in a...
It'd be like Only Fools and Horses with crash helmets with turbans wrapped around them.
See, in the British Armed Forces, or in His Majesty's Armed Forces, we have the
Yeah.
Gurkhas.
We do.
Could the Native Americans, become like a Gurkha version for the Americans, like an elite unit of axe-wielding maniacs?
Like the Gherkins.
I know that's a horrendous stereotype, but you know, it's something. The Gherkins.
Like the Gherkins because they're very popular on burgers. I don't know where that's going.
Military turbans look fancy. Well, actually, but the game has loaded.
The game has
I'm
loaded,
going to stand still in game, not do anything while you're loading in. Speaking of
I can't even click on
gherkins,
it. There we go. Join.
Willow went to New York,
Yeah.
and
It's gherkins
Many
with
years-
everything.
well,
The
she
New
asked
York
for-
delis
they
are
went to
amazing.
McDonald's. She went
Oh,
to
right.
McDonald's and say, or a burger joint, and they say, you know, do you want gherkins? And she went, yeah, thinking they're going to put 2 slices in her Big Mac or whatever it is, like you do in a McDonald's.
Yeah.
And they gave her an entire gherkin,
Yeah.
which she was somewhat confused about. Which I don't blame her, to be honest. I would be confused by that as well.
Yes, I was taken at one point to a deli, a proper New York deli, and that was intense. I mean, the stack of sandwiches. You know, you see at cartoons, and they've just stacked everything inside a sandwich, and they've got these really tall sandwiches.
Yeah.
That's a New York deli.
Okay. Does it taste nice?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, it's incredible, absolutely incredible. I should always go back there.
There is an
again at
elite
some
unit
point
native.
just to-
Are you talking about the tracking units? Back in World War II? If that's the case, you are right. I'd forgotten about this. Right. You're both attempting to join the game, which I appreciate greatly. You're actually in.
I'm
Oh, you must
still
have loaded
waiting.
in somewhere.
I went down to the oil farm before I looked.
That makes sense.
Yes, it's a quick load in that one.
Get it to in line. Sort of there-ish. About right? Did I guess correctly? Right. Okay. I have attached the copper ore. The Navajo Wind Whisperers. I'd heard of this, but I've read about it. But it's
again,
donkey
yeah,
years
it
since
rings a bell, but it's been a long time since I've heard about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it was probably on an episode of Blue Peter or something, you know, decades ago.
Decades. No doubt it'll appear in a tweet sometime soon by a random person wanting lots of attention about military history.
Yeah,
because that's what tends
probably
to happen a lot of. I've okay, yeah. So I connected the copper up. Now it is the correct quantity belt wise, but we don't have all of it yet.
Right,
so the machines will run, but they won't run at full speed. Good. Hopefully you don't crash out again.
Let's hope so. Right, what are we doing? I can see where you are. I can see the coppers coming in.
And if you look underneath one way or the other, I've kind of come off the road.
That's coming in. Yeah, I see that.
So we're going to have, when the machine's switched on, we'll have 2 belts of ore coming out, of not ore, copper ingots coming out.
Yes.
So, choices. We can either make this factory a bit more pretty than it currently is, or we can talk about building the next factory.
Next factory. I kind of want to build stuff.
Build stuff. Okay, so we'll leave it looking a little bit messy for now. Let's go on the route above this one for a minute. Do you want to make sure it works first?
Yes, we should turn it on.
Yeah, where's the switch? I didn't know whether you put the switch.
Well, no, it's on. The power's on and everything.
Oh, that worries me.
Are we not? We're not getting any copper ingots into the.
Have you switched on the foundries at the bottom?
Yeah.
That's my. Oh no, and also we're missing one side of the.
We're missing copper ore for a start over here. Because the belts aren't connected.
And also there's not enough splitters.
What?
There we go. So we're missing some splitters. It's all right. Doesn't matter. I'll run in. It's okay. You're good. It's because I was on that side and I forgot to finish them. Mobile target's back in the game. Lovely. Right. Can you just check those are working for a second while I read this? Well, so they were all right. So this is about Navajo wind whisperers. They were all radio men back in World War II and like Vietnam era. Oh, I remember this. And they would use Navajo slang and jargon rather to relay messages and orders to stop people from intercepting their transmissions. They're credited with saving thousands of people. Yeah, because nobody understood what the hell they were saying.
We've got no iron going into some of these machines.
Good. That means I fucked up.
Yeah,
no iron.
Just on the last one.
Which side? That'll be a missing.
Right at this very end.
That will be a missing splitter.
There's
a whole splitter missing. Go on, I'll let you line it up. This is why we do these tests, to make sure they work. Beautiful.
Come on.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it. Anything you want.
Okay, so we should have copper.
Yep, it should all be
Copper's going
copper.
out. Copper is outputting.
I can see the belt's stopped. The copper is being stopped. Okay. Why is it being stopped? Because we've got output ingots. Right. So they need to go upstairs. Oh yeah, that's the bit we haven't finished yet. Okay, cool. So that's right. We've got the bottom bit working.
Yeah.
Now the 2 outputs need to go to the end and feed into the 80
bit.
machines above.
Right.
So
okay.
Let's go to where. Let's make an input for them first. That'll be the important thing. So, this is gonna be interesting. So it should be input on that side. It is. And we can't go through the floor. We need to go off to one side or t'other. So let's do this side, I reckon. The ones of Navajo is a lot of a lot of it are different pitches of screams. I genuinely, I mean, I'm vaguely ignorant to that kind of thing, I have to admit, but it's not massively surprising, considering nationality and stuff, but at the same time, it's a bit sad. Right.
This is going to be interesting.
So, if you, where are you at the moment? Can you see where I am?
I
Hello.
can't see where you... Oh, you're there. Huh.
Yes. So I've put these in. Those
Right.
are the 2 targets, I believe. I think that's be the right place to put them.
Right.
If I put in some vertical conveyors, and then so
Then
it's
we
gonna
run the
be
thing along there,
underneath.
guess.
That'd be alright, wouldn't it? If I put them that way around, so they go underneath the building, and then we can have. Well, yeah. Do you want to connect those? So 1 to each of the 2 holes that are down there in some kind of neat fashion, and I'll do the bit above.
Oh, we got 2 lots of copper out at the moment.
Yes.
Right.
We
Great.
have 2 lots of copper out. So I've got to make this look beautiful. You're vastly ignorant of the goings on. That's why they kicked you out. Oh dear me. Possibly true. I don't know. I'm not going to claim anything on those, but on that basis, that's a dangerous sport. That is. Especially because we're only a few days away from a few days off from Traitors Day, aren't we? As they nicknamed it. Right. I want a splitter. What I'm gonna do on there. Let's see. Is that right? No, that's too far over. Go 1 further over and see what happens. Will that line up? No, that's not gonna line up. Back 1. Come together right now. It's happening. Apparently it's 30 degrees and still raining. How is that? How is that hot with water falling? I know. That's not a good number. That's a bit of a strange situation to be in, isn't it? Ooh. I didn't think this through. I didn't think it through. I want to make it look neat. But that's not going to happen if I do this. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'll just do it obviously. Something like that. At the right angle of him. That's going to interact with any wall I put in. It's going to look crap. Don't like it. I don't like it. Grab a splitter again. I do it that way instead. That might work. If I grab one of those. That's the same. Oh, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, well, you know.
Okay, which one? What am I? I'm going to leave this at the moment. Just
What have I?
wait and.
What have I done to deserve?
Oh, you know what I watched over the weekend, which is actually quite. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. Is the Wham documentary that's on Netflix.
Oh, right.
It was rather interesting.
Did it move you to tears?
No,
Was it meant to?
no.
That's all right.
It was quite positive, really.
That's cool.
Because I didn't know much about Wham, because I didn't like them that much. So
That's not unreasonable.
no, that was Frank Sinatra. No, it wasn't. It was Tom Jones.
Well, usually. I'll do the same again. But this time, put it there.
Can you remember what you were doing in 2011?
That's a good question. 2011. What would I? Where would I be? Who was I in 2011? That's the next question. Right. So they're all plumbed in now.
What about these splitters here? Are presumably outputs. Are they going in a different direction? Are they going at the other
They're
end?
coming
No,
out to
they're
where
not.
you are. They're staring. They're looking at you.
So is this going to be a problem here then, where we've got an output here? and
We'll
we're
work it
just-
out.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll work it out. Well, we should end up with. I'm hoping. You were at school in 2011. I was. You know what? This is how sad it is. I was doing the exact job I do now.
I mean, that's the
That's how
same
sad
for a
it
lot
is.
of people.
Yeah, but no, it kind of. You're like, well, yeah. With 2011, I was doing gigs still back in 2011.
Yeah.
We're still going to gigs and things.
I was. The reason I remember it, I've just finished rewatching Suits on Netflix.
Suits.
Finished this weekend,
Okay.
which is a really good series about lawyers in America doing stuff. Although their bits of law are ridiculous and don't work. If you know anything about law, and
Right,
since I
okay.
tend to watch a lot of legal dramas and read a lot of legal thrillers and stuff, those glaring errors kind of you notice them. But I suddenly remembered 2011 when it started. I pitched an idea for a sitcom to the BBC
Wow.
off the back of this called Briefs, which was going to be a comedy version of it.
That's way back when a certain actress was not a pain in the ass to the British
This
establishment.
is true. You can actually tell when it happened as well, because she leaves the series on the time when it started to kick off, and
God.
ruined it, unfortunately, because her character was at that point married to the main character who had to leave as well. So
Oh, that's a bit. Oh shit.
yeah, it's unintended consequences.
Brother Death knows a lot about law because he has to enforce it a lot of the time.
So
He is
that's
the
that's
enforcer.
I've just finished reading a good thing actually called The Trial, which was written by Rob Rinder, you know, Judge Rinder from the telly.
Him who is getting married to Rylan, I believe.
Is he? I didn't know that. I don't really follow
I
celebrity
saw
gossip,
it on the news.
but-
I don't watch that, no, but I saw a comment the other day. It looks like they got engaged the other day,
Oh, well,
which is a bit
okay.
weird.
Good for them.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough, isn't it? Yes, sorry, you were saying.
Well, it's a good book if you like that sort of thing. It's worth a read.
I just made
then-
a wall, the wrong material.
I'm just about to start another one called Conviction, which is by a guy called Jack Jordan. Not read any of his stuff before, so that'll
It's
be fun.
a new foray
Yeah.
for you. A foray into the world. The
This is
world
the
of-
first time I've been able to get proper audiobooks for a while, because I've been re-getting the Terry Pratchett ones. They've been re-releasing them. And this month is the first month where they're not releasing any more of them.
Oh, right, okay.
So I can suddenly afford to get a different book again. So I've gone a bit crazy.
Nice. I want input there. which is nice. I want an input on the outside of that one. Give me an input. In fact, I might just trace it that way because that might actually work better. That will work fine there. So is he like a bailiff or something? Ooh, I don't know. Is that in the book or Judge Rinder?
What is who a bailiff?
That's kind of, yeah. Sorry, being a bit. I'm not keeping up 100% here. Apologies. So
Rob Rinder is a lawyer who got himself onto television in this kind of in the same way that Judge Judy did in a show called Judge Rinder.
Yes,
although I don't think he's ever been a proper judge.
Like some of the American doctors that claim to be doctors.
Yeah, exactly. But he was a lawyer, so the stuff that's written in the book is pretty good in terms of procedure, you know.
So hopefully you should see there should be now 3 and soon to be 4 lots.
Oh, okay, that's a fix.
There we go. So
there are 4 locks.
And if I get a sign out, I'm going to get another sign because I've grown. I'm getting.
Get signs a good idea.
Put signs on everything. Have I got enough stuff to make signs? I think I've got just enough to make these ones. No, I've run out of bloody quartz crystal. Fuck's sake. Let me set these ones up. Layout. We'll do written layout. We'll change the text, and this should be. Each one should be 600. Is it just called wire, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not called copper wire, it's just wire.
It's just called wire.
And then I can copy and paste and paste. Oh no, I need to change that again because it needs to say out on it. Copy and paste and paste. Right, there we go. So the other one should say the same. And then then that gives us targets for our ins, outs, new
Brother
factories.
Dead said Willow must have gotten you into labelling everything.
Mine, yours. No, actually, no, I don't put mine on anything, do I? That's a good point. Always hers. We all have that. That's how it works. I get some more quartz. I shall return. When I return, we'll do one more sign, and then the next part of the factory is going to require 900 iron ore. So the other two iron nodes, I think you can look at combining. I think one's an impure, one's a normal.
Whoa! It's magic. Okay. This one's definitely impure. Where's the other one?
I was waiting for you to say that. Damn it. So I've come to the storage and found there's none of the quartz crystal that I need. Let me go and steal it off something else.
No, quartz crystal is up near silica.
It is. We don't have a proper storage for it yet.
We don't know.
No. Where is it? I look for. There's it on the belt. You're stuck in a machine. This machine will have some. Let's steal it out of the manufacturer here. There we go. Give me your quartz crystal.
It must be nice to have a job.
Yeah.
To know where your next paycheck's coming from, that kind of thing, you know.
That yeah. I know. I had a mild amount of anxiety now. I've been off recently, but now I'm back to work again. I'm less concerned about it than I was.
I can understand that.
I think it's
as long as you're not overdoing things, that's the only.
Well, I'm all right at the moment.
Yeah,
I don't have vast amounts of pressure to sort things out. I've got work I need to get doing.
That makes a change for you, doesn't it?
Other people are feeling it though. I feel guilty for not being involved at certain points because some people are, they are taking the strain, and it's hard work, some of it.
Yeah.
Now, we have a wall. This whole setup has got 4 outputs, and it's outputting at 2,400 wire. When we've got the full copper going. So just bear in mind, later on we will delete the other copper. But for now, we don't need to worry about that. So let's go back to our diagram of doom. And we can have a look and see what it says.
Let's just switch over to Vim's stream whilst we... Just waiting for this diagram to come up. It's taking a long time.
Hopefully it's going to arrive any moment. Fingers crossed. Put this on the other screen. My output says that, but...
there we go.
There we are. Right, I'll move it around. Okay, so... Yeah, there's about a 15-second delay there, isn't there?
It's something like that, yeah.
So we've done in our diagram, we've done the bottom line. That's the bottom line complete. So we've taken 600 copper ore in and 300 iron ore in. And we've made some copper alloy ingots in our foundries at the bottom. And we've then put 80 constructors together to make, well, it's 2,400 wire out. Nice and straightforward. The next bit is the iron ore into ingot smelters into iron wire, and then the output that goes to our steel pipe factory. So the next part will be 30 smelters and what will become 10 constructors that we're going to have to clock to the right number.
Okay.
Now, looking at the inputs and outputs, the iron ore is 900 in into 30 machines. So I would guess
that's going to be 2 belts in then, isn't it?
We've got a choice. We've got 2 belts of 450, or we bring 1 belt of 300, take the 600 belt from the other machine, split it into 2.
Yeah.
Then we have 3 belts of 300 into 3 banks of 10 smelters. So you can either run...
3 banks of 10 wouldn't be a bad idea, actually.
So it's 2 banks of 15 or 3 banks of 10.
I'm thinking of... Where are we going to put this as well? Because we're kind of... Sort of...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, what we'll probably I suspect what we're going to end up doing is taking the output of wire from this.
Yeah.
Which is only going to be 216, so not a lot. And probably going to split it into 4 and then add it into the wire that we've just generated.
Yes.
There's going to be something, so it wouldn't be bad if the output was on top of this building we've just built.
Well, we could go up then.
So
build
if we can,
this whole thing.
So if we're
going to regret this. Build this whole thing in one great big stack of machines.
Yeah, exactly. So at this end, where we are currently, where the output is, we want to put the 10 constructors. And at the other end, we want 30 smelters sort of organised nicely. So you look at that.
Let me have a look at constructors. I just want to see what the size is, because they're quite small, aren't they?
Brother Death says, I need a new watch and a crossbow and a bow. Still got my sword, so I'm good there. I mean, you've taken the I need weapons but not a gun to a new extent there. Do you have a falchion? That's how you pronounce it. Quite like the idea of a falchion.
Yeah.
It's a very D&D type weapon, that one.
Well, it was the weapon that one of the D&D characters used in Critical Role. People used in the last campaign. And,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was a pirate.
He was a pirate?
I always thought it was an interesting weapon to have.
Falchions. They're alright. Walls. I want glass for walls.
And the name of it appears in the song, their title song for season 2.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's the thing. Just random trivia there for people who might be interested. You're not interested, but you might be.
Oh, you've got guns. Trust me, I've got those. Okay, fair enough. What do you think of that?
That's
that
good.
Work?
Yeah, that works.
So we've got a concrete layer. I might change these other ones to an orange layer, actually. I'll paint them orange. So we've got an orange layer amongst all this. So it kind of gives a bit of a thing, and then we can put a roof on it and make it look pretty. Lovely. And then we can work out a way of getting doors in and out of all this stuff. Actually, I might just put doors on the end here now. Automatic gates on it.
We're going to go up further than this, though, if we need to.
Yeah, we're going to probably go 2 more up before we can put a floor in. Then we've got to make a nice... Maybe put an angle.
I'm going to go 3 up as well.
I wonder if we should go out and give it a bit of a spread.
Well, we probably should. I just want to get a floor in, then we can start putting the machines in.
How about it? Oh, you carry on. I've got an idea. I'm going to implement the idea, and then you can criticise me later once it's wrong.
All right.
Is that reasonable?
Probably. Now, are we going to do the same size as this, or are we going to make this an L-shaped building, I suppose?
Well, what I was going to do to start off with, hence my earlier statement. Oh, he's going to let it glitch for a moment, and then put that back in there. This is something I've been doing on another building.
Are we saving by any chance?
We're not right now. I think we should need to go 1 floor lower. Oh no, actually we might put things underneath. Actually, belting.
Well, yeah, that's why I put it a bit higher just in case we wanted to go underneath.
Yeah, that's fine. I've put a little. If you look down this end,
Right.
Lovely. I'll put a kink in the building to make the roof bigger.
Really?
I've made it kinky.
I like that. That's good.
And then we can do it the other side as well, and that gives extra width to put the 30 machines at one end and the constructors at the other. It might be overkill, but I quite like. I'm actually going to change one bit because I think it'll work nicely. If in fact I grab that, because it's the same thing on both floors then. You have an arming sword. Either that's an arming sword or Armin the Sword, and you've named it.
Named weapons deal extra damage. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
true.
I'd forgotten this.
It is absolutely true. I got a new toy today. No, it's not really a toy.
Is it not?
This shows how old I'm getting.
Oh,
I
no,
quite
what?
enjoy the fact that I got this. It's a boot protector for my car.
Ah, boot liners, nice.
Yeah,
lovely.
but it's fitted for the Sportage, so that and then it'll roll up when I don't need it, and it's yeah.
Nice.
Because occasionally I need to take Mum to the garden centre, and it's better than getting dirt and stuff all over the car.
Great.
Fair enough. Brother says, so I taught longsword, but my primary set is hand and a half arming swords with shield. Of course, once Brother Death has had all his doctor's visits, you might have to wield a pen instead.
Either that, or you can build the sword into your arm using the metal plates that they're going to put in there.
But this is true. If you don't have them now, or maybe Kevlar sword. Maybe a carbon fibre would snap, wouldn't it?
The problem is, anytime somebody says that, I just think of Gavin and Stacey. All right, Kevlar!
Gavin and Stacey. All right, Kevlar. Nice.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Right, how many? Sorry, we need 2 lots of 15, yeah? Or 3 lots of 10?
No, we're going to go through lots of 10, I think.
3 lots of 10.
I don't think there's a blueprint for this, is there?
Constructors?
No. So it's at this end. It's just 1 lot of 10 constructors.
All right. Okay.
But bear with me a second, because I haven't done the extra width on this one. I've just realised on this side we can't.
We can.
Because
it will
there's
work.
another building.
But we will eat into the other building, because that other building will be moved at some point.
No, other side.
Oh, bum.
It's fine. We can have vertical one side and sticky out the other. I mean,
we can do that. We can stick out at one end.
That's fine.
Wrong arm.
Wrong arm. So let's just check one other thing while I'm here on this diagram.
Damn it! One day my anime fantasies will come true.
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, yeah, I think I'm alright with that. Let me just go back to buttons, many buttons, that screen there. Get rid of that page again. So I suggest maybe have I made it the full width I wanted to? Yeah, I think that'll work. If you go 2 rows of 5 constructors, we've
At
got a
this end
shared
or the other?
at this end.
At your end.
Where,
At this
yeah,
end.
and
2
yeah.
rows of 5 constructors. Okay.
where the yeah, on that, and then do the outputs towards the middle.
Because they're basically 1 for 1, aren't they? So
Yeah, so yeah, leave one on the space on the end like you've done, and then bosh. And then we'll leave it offset like that, so the building has this kind of shape on the top up here. Don't fall in. At the other end, we've got to worry about smelters, which are slightly narrower. You've used your dueling dagger in your left hand before. It would still fit weird, swing the sword with your left arm. Well, if you're heavily right-handed, then that would make sense. I understand that completely. If I go back to blueprints again, I've got no smelter blueprints at all. So let me grab a smelter out of the thing and have a quick potch at this. But nothing with actual substance. Alright, okay.
Okay, that's 5 by 5.
Parachute, 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 parachute.
Sorry? It's just like, what? As long as you're shouting parachute, not parakeet, we're good.
Yeah.
Big German's the only person that carries parachutes, isn't they?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a reason
I think
for
he
it.
might be.
He knows his own failings.
The next
Yeah.
update, they might start carrying them. Become a bit more useful when you need one.
Yeah, that's going to be intriguing. How's Gerbil going to cope with not having a 40,000 in a stack in his bag?
I can live with that as long as I have a parachute.
I'll make an in-game mod so you can only have a parakeet.
Well, you know, I'm willing to test it out, flap the wings and things, you know.
That'd be alright. Gap there, right, okay, so up here I'm going to try and lay out some smelters and see if I make it difficult for myself because I'm like that. Yeah, that'll work, I think. We can get 5 across 3 if I remember correctly. And do I want outputs or inputs? We said we have 3 inputs. I'm going to put the inputs together unusually, which I don't normally do. I don't have to split them again, that'd be a pain in the buttocks. When not having a blueprint is a bit of a pain. I'm hoping there's enough space for this going down the row. One on the end, like that. Then I'll get the second row in and I'll measure it. So a full set would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need another N. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that jerked. 1, 2. Stop it. Stop frame rating. 1, 2,
Not frame rating.
4, 5, 6. 7. I think we've got space. I think we've got enough space to make this happen. So this is good. I will attempt to place some more of these smelters and see if we can make it work. When you use a shield, says Brother Death, it's totally different muscles. Because I'm using my traps, not my biceps, for attacking with it. At least how I do is your shoulder bash and stab or swing the shield across your body and follow up. I mean, genuinely, I'd love to understand fully, but I'll have to take your word for that one because I don't have a clue. martial art, the combat of martial arts of various types, whether swords or otherwise, is something I see in movies. Or anything else, you know.
What are we producing on these in these constructors?
The answer to your question will be the following: alternate iron wire. And can you work out the? It doesn't matter the exact number really. It's 9.6 constructors. This one. So 9 full and 60% on one, or whatever you want to split it to. If you want to split them all the same, then you'll have to work out what. I think it's 96% across all of them. If that's the case.
Yeah, you want 10 at 96%. If you need 9.6.
Yeah, I actually worked that one out in my head. Wow, I've got. If only I had a brain.
It's nice easy one.
Really hope I've got enough space to do all the things I need with this. So one of your goals was to do a League of Nations as a professional knight. Hold on a second, is this time travel we're dealing with here? Is there actually such a thing? That's very cool if so.
What time you finish him?
No! Shit, we're at that point.
Is it that? Oh gosh.
Well, at that point, if you started on time.
Cool, we didn't start on time.
Happened.
Well, we'll go 15 minutes longer and see how we get on.
So
We
I'm
should
gonna
be
drop
enough
out the game
time.
now, but
Okay, sure. Give me your frames per second.
yeah, if it's more.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You know, we said about building lots of factories in a place and then not doing it ever again.
Yeah.
We're doing it again.
We're doing it worse than we ever have before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it will get fixed. It's fine. It will get fixed.
It won't get fixed.
Ever.
Ever.
It's the massive flat area paved over with foundations that cause a lot of loading issues.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That flat area will gradually get reduced to the point where it should just be a single layer of crap. Any layers of crap. Ah! No, don't do that. I went too fast. You can have a professional knight. There's so many science fiction books and fantasy books that would be like, yes, we've got a new storyline to work with. Oh, balls, Vim. You landed in the wrong place, didn't you? Idiot. Just go make a split. How's it going down there, Mistress?
It's all in. I need stuff.
I've placed.
I can
something
put
the
in-
wrong place.
Probably. Which way do you want these to output as well? That's the other thing. Away from, towards the edge of the building, or
Towards that wall, because these are the ones that are going to combine with the ones downstairs.
yeah. Okay.
So head in that general direction, and we'll work out where the actual hole's going to be in a minute. I'm just staring at what I built, confuzzed slightly as to why those are further away than I expected. Did I not put them in the right spot? No, I didn't put them in the right spot. I mean, it's not a problem, but that's better. That's nicer. Let's look at the other one. You want to try and resplat? That sounds like something else. I mean, what is what you've just you've written in something in chat which again needs translation for once. Wow. You're doing. That is. Good. Oh. Delete these a second. Copy them again. Try to place them. Will it let me place them? Yes. These. Move to the German version of jousting. To one of the most violent versions, and that's still in practice today. They're shows in California to perform it. I don't suppose it'd be legal in Germany, ironically. Oop, missed. That was a big miss. Oh no. That worked. Then one of the things in update 8 is going to be interesting for this is whether we use more of the zipline stuff.
I think we might, just because it's so much more available, you know.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the giant power poles.
Yes.
Doesn't matter, Brother Death. Exactly, as long as you can do it. Well, as you said, you'd like to have a go. I mean, let's hope your body is capable of dealing with it after all your medical examinations. So, that's the... We're playing a game 2023 at the same time we're talking about sourcing someone a suit of armor on a horse. I love the modern era.
Well, the suit of armour is probably easier than the horse. Oh, you know what it was this weekend? I didn't get to go, unfortunately. It was Tewkesbury Battle.
Oh, the reenactment.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a
We were
shame.
going to go, but it rained very heavily on Saturday.
Yeah.
And we knew it was going to thunder, and we thought, oh, we won't go around in the thunder, because I can't imagine what it would be like to be surrounded by people in full suits of armour in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Yeah, it won't be attractive. They're quite attractive.
Yeah. I mean,
heard.
I've seen them, actually. They're not. But no, that's not the point. So, yeah, we decided not to go, and then there was so much rain, we thought, because you'd know what Tewkesbury Fields are like, it would have been sort of drenched in water and everything, and so we decided maybe not. But it was the battle this weekend, and that's...
They usually have a little fair there, and there's usually mead available on supply.
There is usually mead, that is right.
Sorry. Autosave 9. Brother Death says he said he wanted a Frisian and had to clarify the horse version, not the cow. Because the only to me a Frisian is a cow.
Yes, that's what I thought as well.
Which is intriguing. They're gorgeous creatures. We need gorgeous creatures once in a while. All very nice. I've got the output sorted for these machines. No, the input sorted in terms of location. I need the output sorted. Now these are going to output something else. Because it's the other part of the equation. These are going to output iron ingots for another purpose. Oh, that's a good point. I've got to split the output. Bugger. Oh no, that's all right actually. 780 plus 120 is 900, isn't it?
Yes.
I go back into the game.
I was just watching both streams open, but they're both the same stream.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Apologies.
it's my fault.
900 by 127.5. Really? Yeah, I
okay,
mean,
so that's
yeah,
gonna
nice
go.
animals. And armor sets are bonkers expensive, I'm sure. So, I've got to make iron ingots with these. Double check that. Yes, standard iron ingots. And I'm going to output. Oh my life! I'm going to do it the other end, the outputs, because this is going to have to get split weirdly. Because I'm going to have 6 outputs of 150, which is pretty ugly. And then I've got to work out how to convert 900 output into 720 and 780 120. 34,000 for a free. Wow, that's a horse. That is a lot of horse. So let's go the other way for this then. And have it as 2 outputs at 300 and 2 outputs at 150. That might work. Yeah, we can try that. Merger. Oh, actually, I know what I'm going to do. It's a bit sneaky, but we'll do it. Again, the 120 is going to go into the constructors at that end. That's fine then. Okay. So Frisian is the size of a draft horse. Oh, right. Okay. So Shire equivalent, really. Gorgeous manes. The tails are Belgian, but as fast as hell and pure black. Oh, right, okay. Does sound like fun. There. No. Just want to take out that one. That one. Go the other way for this. Might seem a bit strange, but we're going to do it like this. So, Mr. Stephen, the input for your machines.
Well, I tried to do it nice and simply.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether I told you the wrong way, but it doesn't matter at the moment. We'll work it out. I hope I haven't, because that would really fuck things up.
So the ingots are coming from here and they're going into here. Well, the input is underneath for a start.
Right. See where I am?
Yeah.
This merger here, on the
Hang on.
end.
Down here, underneath
Oh,
there,
Yeah.
that splitter is the input.
You've got on the floor, yeah?
Yeah.
So if I put a hole in here,
Okay.
and then I don't want a small horse because you couldn't use barding. Also, I get the impression with the amount of repairs you've had, if you do end up with a lot of metal in you, you're going to be quite heavy, so you're going to need a fairly substantial horse. I'm guessing. This is a guess. You know. But we do. And then the output from this is going to go to the next factory, which will be the steel ingot factory. So what I'm going to do with this one, in fact, I'm going to take a merger here, point it that way, grab a wall, a single hole steel wall, and run an output to that, and then run I already need a substantial horse. I wasn't going to say. I had a suspicion. I wasn't going to say. I felt rude. Man of your general muscle mass probably requires a oh no substantial motive device. Middles are done already. Need to do no. I keep doing that. Damn it.
As it's past that time, I'm going to head off now.
It
Dude.
is actually just that time. I mean, I'm sure we'll just finish just this last bit.
Yes, thank you, Harry.
So,
I'm literally a
Well,
couple
in
minutes
that
away.
case, what I might do then is I happen to be in a good spot for logging out.
Sounds like a plan.
So, yep. I just gotta make a mental note to self, go pick up more iron steel beams. Otherwise I'm gonna forget next time I come back into the game.
Yeah,
Or you can do
That's
it
fair
on your personal list of it. Do
you can have a personal notebook.
I'll see you tomorrow.
see you
Harry,
tomorrow.
have a great one, mate. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
So, in theory, the way I've done this, that should be all belted now. I haven't put all the recipes in yet because I'm an idiot. These are all iron ingots, so I need to copy, paste, 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 God. Beautiful thing. Okay, so they're all set to iron ingots now. The inputs underneath need to be sorted. So the only thing that's missing from this at the moment then is the 3 iron inputs. So Brother Death says, just sitting on the thing, I'm £300. At 100 of armour, and for you, then the saddle and tax 40. That's like £500 if we even get into the horse's barding. Yeah, you need a substantial animal with motive, as proper horsepower motive force for that, definitely. You don't want your feet scraping the ground on a smaller horse. Well, you can help it carry you then, can't you? No. Oh, I can see some fix.
Wow, what's gone wrong here? I knew something had gone wrong here.
You've connected 2 machines together? No, you've not got enough power sockets on that one power thing. You need to upgrade it to a higher level.
No, there are enough sockets.
It wouldn't let me do it. Okay, I plugged 2 in. Or 1 in, you plug the other one in. Job done. I just need power for this lot now. I'm going to put a couple of signs up. Yeah, I need power for this lot. I'm going to put a couple of signs up so I don't get this wrong. One there. And since it's on the outside, I'm going to put it on the outside of this.
I think we just put a roof on this and then run the power down the middle.
That's fine. Yeah, from above.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan. Just going to quickly put a label on this so I know what's going on.
However, not tonight, because I fear
not
that
tonight.
would take us a long way off. So what I'm going to do, because we've had some great success logging off by the train,
Yes, you're going to go over the train.
I'm going to head over that way.
Sounds like a plan. Just going to modify this one slightly.
And if you want to see what's happening onto the stream, there it is.
Ah, right. Sorry, yes. All I've done is I've made a note on the outputs as to what numbers we've put on the way out.
Good idea.
So we haven't powered this up yet. So this smeltery hasn't got inputting iron, which we can do next week. It's fine.
Yeah.
And power it up, and then that will feed the constructors you built
Yes.
into the output there. And then next week we'll take the output of that, split it into 4, and then we'll connect it to the 4 outputs that are downstairs we built earlier today.
I see.
Down here, and we'll have something along the lines of 600 and, I don't know, 650 on a belt, something like that, ballpark, because it's a division of it's a division of 2,600 items, just over that much. Plus, we've got a bit of style into it. We haven't actually built the entire building structure,
No, but it's
but
getting
it's
there.
got
It's getting
sides.
there. Mhm.
It looks quite cute. I quite like it.
I like the orange and grey mix actually from it. It's
I like the
quite
idea of
nice.
using concrete as a foundation upon which the other things
other
sit.
stuff can sit. Yeah.
But there's so many different choices now as well. We've not experimented with other colours yet, but I like the fact
No, that's true.
the mirrors. Yeah.
And you know what we
But I like the
really
orange.
should do, because what we're doing at the moment is we're going around each building and going, okay, well we'll put this material in, and then we'll just do a row of this material. We need to experiment with doing vertical rows of different materials as well.
Yeah, lots of different styles.
There's loads of different things we can do with this, and we haven't.
and we're not just
done
square
it yet.
buildings as well, shapes.
Yes, yes.
Decent shapes. But that's where we're at.
And
wanna
that's
sign us
it.
off?
That is it for today's stream. We will be
Thank
back
you for being
tomorrow
here.
night from 7 o'clock. We're going to be playing Minecraft, more Stone Block 3, where we're basically waiting on singularities, but there'll be stuff for us to do in order to try and boost those singularities at the same time. So it'll be an interesting night then. Until then, goodbye, good luck, and I hope you have a lovely evening and rest of your day.
Thank you all for watching.
Till tomorrow. See you then. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Everyone.
Night. Night.